Another online question directed first to Mr. Sehnert. As mayor, what would you do to bring much-needed jobs to the community?
Well, I believe that we have to work with the people that do that in Greater Findlay Inc. I believe that we have to reach out to those people, area businessmen, talk with them to see what technologies and what things are out there that we can go for. I know that I just went to that one open house with the local company. It was technology, and they had innumerable things that they can use for their product. And one that caught my eye was that this product could be applied to aluminum to strengthen it and make it almost like steel. And they had mentioned that it might be an option for military type thing. And so a light came off in my head so that we have a tank plant 33 miles down the road, and perhaps that application, that's just one application of that technology, we could get some government contracts to help with the economic status here in Findlay. Technologies is very important, and I think that's one of the fields that we need to look at to help the economic growth in Findlay.
And Mr. Knopf, what would you do to bring jobs to the community?
Well, I think it's obviously important that that we continue to work with Greater Findlay Inc., plus the Small Business Association and a Port Authority if one is created, in order to promote Findlay and entice companies to come and set up shop here in town. But if I may, let's talk about downtown for a minute. As you know, a lot of businesses downtown decided to close after the recent flooding, and I think it's important that we try to entice businesses to open up shops back downtown. Before the city's flood, it was reported that the city was sitting on a $6 million surplus. I think it would be a unique idea, a wise move maybe, to take at least $500,000 of that surplus and set up a downtown development grant program. So where small business owners that want to open up a shop of some sort, we can entice them downtown by providing them a grant in order to start their businesses rolling. It would be a unique incentive that I've never really heard of anywhere else before, so that's what I would do.
Thank you. Next question is going to go to Mr. Knopf first also. Both city and county offices have been displaced by the August flood. Would you favor or oppose working together with the county to construct or acquire facilities that could be shared by both governments, such as a government campus that's been discussed? What do you think of the city and county sharing a health department and perhaps other departments as well?
Well, I'm not sure about all departments that are the same between the city and the county, but let's take the health department as the one example. I think it would be a good idea at this time to try to combine those two agencies together, or those service departments together, just because their services do overlap. It's just one's responsible for the city of Findlay, the other one's responsible for Hancock County. Both of those departments have been displaced by the flood, and both the city and the county have to come up right now separately with ideas in order to house them permanently. I think with the flood and the current situation, that this does provide a unique opportunity to both the city and the county to come together, work together, and create one health department that services the entire Hancock County area. Plus, I would imagine doing, coming together and working together like that both the county and the city would be able to save some financial resources. So.
Thank you. Mr. Sehnert, the same question, I'll repeat it. Both city and county offices have been displaced by the August flood. Would you favor or oppose working together with the county to construct or acquire facilities that could be shared by both governments? What do you think of the city and county is sharing a health department and perhaps other departments as well?
Well, I believe that as elected officials, we owe it to the public, the service to the public. And if it makes it easier for the public to go to one place to get the same service, I think that's beneficial to them, and I think it's also beneficial as a taxpayer. It saves money, and that's what we're all about, saving money. And I believe that it not only would be beneficial to the taxpayer, but also for better communication between the city and county. And I want to work on that. I believe that better communication, overall communication builds trust. And the more you can communicate with people, or the better you build their trust. And I believe that if the city and county can work together and combine some services and save money, that I would look into doing that. And I believe that starting at the health department would be a place to start. It's one of I believe 8 in the state that has not had a combined city-county building or health department. So I think we're about due to get on board.
Another online question, this one directed first to Mr. Sehnert. What city council committee meetings, and council meetings themselves for that matter, have you attended in the past couple of months in order to prepare yourself to become mayor?
Well, I've gone to probably 2 or 3 council meetings. I've been to a few appropriations meetings. I've been to water and sewage meetings. I've been to various committee meetings through the months that since the primary to see. I've been to the City Planning Commission meetings. So I've been through several meetings in the last 3 months.
Same question to Mr. Knopf.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
What city council committee meetings and council meetings themselves, for that matter, have you attended in the past couple of months in order to prepare yourself to become mayor?
Well, I've managed to hit pretty much the entire allotment of city council meetings that they've had, every other Tuesday night downtown. But unfortunately, because of, I work up in Bowling Green, and even though my employer, or my supervisor actually, is aware that I'm running for mayor, she has given me some flexibility with my schedule. Unfortunately, with some committee meetings, I'm not able to come down for those, just time does not allow it. That's why I said I'm trying to keep abreast of what's happening in those meetings by reading the Courier and, reading what they report.